Welcome to DeFi Boss. Subscribe or I crash the market.
Fellow Degens, in the next few minutes, we're going to evaluate the utility of
AOR ball.
get into the Metaverse and visit Australian Open tournament while it is live. And at the end, we're gonna do some price predictions. So yeah, each of the R balls represent 19 times 19 centimeters plot of the tennis court. And we can see here, this is the whole tennis court. They have mapped each token to each area on the tennis court.
They use the Hawkeye analytics of the match point for 400 matches in order to assign the balls as prize-winning balls. So the prize for a match point landing on your section of the court is one of the balls that is used in the 11 different finals. So it shows you the analytics of where the match points have begun. But as you can see, there are parts of the court that are more valuable than others. A lot of matches end, let's say, with a winning serve, and this is kind of a commonplace. However, we minted our own ball and it's in the tram lines, which means that half of the matches that are played, all of the singles matches, we have zero chance of a ball landing there. And as you can see, there's only 4 or 5 balls that have actually landed in the tram lines. The problem with these balls, I think, is the value of them depends where they are on the court. So this is a pure lottery from the beginning. And I think this is what's causing the price to slowly diminish at the moment.
Like all the good balls take up around maybe 40% of the court, and within those good balls, your chances of getting match points are, I think, around 10% just from eyeballing this image. With these match points, I guess it will be pretty exciting if one of them land on yours. And in order to win these 400 balls, you have to be in Australia, it seems, from what they're saying in this paper, which is a bit unfortunate for other citizens. And with COVID going on, you can really go to Australia. So with the previous utility, another thing that you can do is to enter the metaverse. I haven't entered the metaverse with the balls yet, but it seems like everybody can just enter the metaverse and roam around there. Now we're going to take a look.
Fun.
I'm pretty sure this is just a screen.
Yeah, this isn't a real match.
I'm pretty sure it'd be more exciting than this.
Yeah, this is just people.
Where
But
is...
when you left here, then the score came up. And when the score comes up, you've got to be close to it, surely.
Where is the court?
You tried it in here?
Jeez.
Oh, it's a crappy game every time.
And sends that well wide. Oh, the double fault does her
They
in.
should have a
Puts her
map
hand to her
somewhere
forehead,
so we know where to
masks
go.
it into a
Somebody
sweep back
must be
of the
watching
hair.
it.
Swiatek heads for the towel. Not a reaction there.
I can hear my footstep.
I don't know if we can actually watch it live. They just said we could in that
Serve
promo.
at 3-5.
And that's where I'd like to see Kanepi now. Every time that she gets a second serve, and should be.
Becky picks
Oh,
up
we've
a
got a
wide
ball
though to
man.
follow
Let's
up.
follow
Backhand
him.
down the
What's his name? Nist? Nist, help us. Nist, where should we go? Oh god. So, at the end of the day, we can only see through a screen or hear the audio. I guess
they may flesh it out over the next few years, but will the price of the ball stay constant over the next year? There's no talk of how this ball will be useful in future Australian Opens.
Yeah, I think what they're indicating is these balls are for this year, right? If we take a look here, AOR ball.
So essentially they only have value for 2 weeks.
It'd be cool if you can use it for the following years as well. That would make its value a lot more than what it is right now.
Because essentially once the tournament's over, if there's no match point that lands on your section of the court, your ball is worthless. There's no future value. You've already got the airdrops. You've already played the gamble. So in resale value, it has no value to somebody else, really.
Wonder what this future series whitelist will be. It sounds like they might launch another collection next year, and then you can mint because you own the previous year ball. That's just my speculation. I mean, these balls are looking pretty cool, but if you convert it to the US dollar, 0.1 ETH is like 200, 300 US dollar. I don't know if I'd like to pay that much.
Yeah, and it remains to be seen as whether you would get the singles ball from the men's final, or the women's final. Like, we're at the semi-finals now, so there's a chance that Ash Barty, Australian woman, may win the Australian Open. The ball in which she would win, or that's within her final, has a lot more value than the junior singles matches. So I wonder when they're distributing the balls if they tell you which match it came from. If they don't, then it basically reduces the value of the prize that you've won.
I think it does tell you where it came from. So let's say if I want to buy a ball from, you name somebody.
Let's have a look at Dan Evans.
Here we go. And he's got one here.
Oh, he got a bye in the second round.
Yeah, he's only got one winning point here.
That's interesting, because his second round match, the guy pulled out ahead of the match. So that means there's one less match point because of this.
That's a fun fact.
Huh.
So if you click on it and then it directs you to the OpenSea and it has an ID on it. So you can easily identify which ball matches to which point.
So yeah, it would be nice if you could get a historic ball, such as if Rafael Nadal wins, he has most Grand Slam singles titles in history.
How much do you think these balls, the most valuable ball, would worth?
I think if Rafael Nadal won, that one would be valuable. And maybe if Ash Barty's ball from the final, if she wins, that one would be valuable. But
I know.
The rest of them, and maybe Kyrgios Kokinakis, so 3 match point balls, 3 of them will have value, the rest of them. Some would pay maybe 1 ETH for it, just to say, I have the ball of this historic moment, but there are so few historic moments in these matches. Nobody will remember the specific matches in a few years.
So you're saying the most expensive one would be 1 ETH?
I say that maybe 3 of them might be worth a lot of money based on who wins.
Let's take a look. The highest last sale. This was sold for 6 ETH for no reason.
Oh, it's quite nice though.
There is no point.
It has the official logo on it of the Australian Open.
There is no match point for this. And let's take a look where this ball is located. So here.
And that is a very nice location. This is like the Raducanu spot from the US Open.
I guess this guy just sort of bid on it 10 days ago. And then let's see the pattern, 1997. So how much would you pay for this?
Personally, nothing.
Okay, that's boring.
But I think some tennis fan, if it's a quality match, would like to say, from this match that's considered a classic, like Medvedev Auger-Aliassime last night, it's probably the best match of the tournament in terms of tennis quality. If he goes on to win, let's say, I think that quarterfinal, his semi-final and his final will be worth maybe half an ETH.
It takes time for the right buyer to show up. NBA Top Shot was a great success, and they were saying most tennis fans can afford higher price than basketball fans. This art ball might have potential.
Yeah, it's good for the potential for things like Wimbledon later on in the year. If they come up with something or improve on this, it might be better. If your ball isn't landed on, it's basically worthless. So the percentage chance of you making money is very, very slim. But if you want to buy the ball after it's been landed on, that's probably your best option.
Alright, that was it for today. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, please like the video and hit the subscribe button.
If you're interested in more tennis NFT related content, we'll be covering the Stan Wawrinka Ballman project shortly. So stay tuned.
See you!
Bye.